Hey, how you doing everybody? Welcome to the show. My name's Steve Woody and today we're going to be talking about Genopets. We're not streamed for a little while, we've had a week off, we've had some stuff we've been dealing with. But we're now back and we're going to get ready next week for a week's worth of content. But before we do that, there's some exciting news that we've just seen drop and we want to share it. And also a few things we need to work out, so I'm going to need your help. Hopefully we can do this together. You ready? Let's go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing today? Hope you're good, hope you're well. Let's just get the transition. Hey, good to see you. All right, let's do this. Oh, we're on this camera today. We've moved cameras, so let me just see if I can switch the camera. 1 second, because the cameras have been playing up a little bit at the moment. So let me just sort this one out. So, okay, hold on. Let me fix these cameras. Okay. Looks like that's the camera we're on today. Alright. Good to know. This is the camera we're using today. So the other one seems to have broken. So I apologise for that. So this is how you've got me. Looking like this. But all good. How you doing? You're up there today. You're not over there. We're on a different camera. All good. How you doing? Welcome. Hope you're good, Ruler. How are you doing? Okay. So we've got some stuff we need to sort out today, and I'm going to need your help to do that. So as you can see on the screen, to start with, we have... okay, so how do I explain this? All right, first of all, let me move the camera a little bit. That's better. Okay, so how do I explain this? Well, first of all, we've got a new update with Genopets. Let me just try and see if I can sort my screen out as well at the same time. There we go, that's a little bit better. All right, and I can move that down. There we go, that works. How's that? All good? Just need to... Oh, look at that. Looking all professional and set up there. How you doing? Hey, Ryu, how you doing? Hope you're good, hope you're well. Yeah, so we've got a new update that's come out, right? So we know that. So what I need to do is I need to understand this update. I'm going to need your help to do that. It's something that I feel like I'm not going to be able to do on my own. Hey, and by the way, thank you for your subscription. I really appreciate that. Very grateful. Thank you very much. It's a free month streak on the subscription. Thank you. Hey everyone, hope you're doing well, by the way. All right, so this is what's happened. So 7 hours ago. Now I've been sleeping, so it's the weekend. I wasn't expecting them to drop this, but they like to surprise us. And so it says, look no further. Crafting recipes have arrived. Read through our notes, but pay attention. This book is special. Don't forget to read between the lines. So you're saying, are we going to go through the recipes hunt? Well, I think we should, right? And hunt for recipes, of course. So this is what we should do. This is what we should do right now. So let's open up this link. Before we do that, I have to honor. Oh, it's been a while. I haven't heard this in a week. Forgot about it, to be honest. It's been quite nice to not have it in my head. Alright, let's do this. So, it is a bit of a different camera angle. My camera's broken. My whole PC's playing up at the moment. I don't know what's happening. I had like 3 blue screen of deaths yesterday. So I've got a driver issue somewhere. Something's not working. I'll figure it out. It's the weekend. When Genshin stream, we can do another Genshin stream if you want to. We can do that, definitely. In fact, let me just quickly log into Stream Elements because I want to give you an update on Genshin. If you're still, I think I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on that. But we definitely need to do that. Oh, we've got a new sponsored stream invitation, so we should definitely find out what that is as well while we're here. Let's have a look. Oh, okay. Oh wow. HelloFresh. We're not going to do the HelloFresh. Marvel Strike Force. New level, 10 players. Stream this game on PC, reach your goals, and earn 1,260. Alright, let's have a look at this. What is this? Marvel Strike Force has chosen you for their newest sponsorship campaign. The more campaigns you complete, the more offerings you'll receive. Start this campaign within 4 days. Marvel Strike Force, new level 10 players. Hit your goal and get 10 more viewers to download and play the game. Stream at least 2 hours. And new players count when someone uses your campaign link. $180. 20, 30, 50, and 70 viewers and we get extras. We could do this. Should we do Marvel Strike Force? Has anyone played this before? Should we try it? I need to look at it. What's Marvel Strike Force? It's a turn-based role-playing mobile game for Foxnet or Android. The game was launched worldwide on 2018. Actually looks pretty cool. Alright, yeah, we can do that. We can play this. We can play this, and then we can do what we did last time, right? We can take the funds and we can give it to the community. There we go. Boom. We're in. So we'll get that set up on Monday, alright? We'll do a Marvel Strike Force on Monday. Don't do it now. Don't do it now. Because I'll need to give you a link and stuff like that. I'll need to accept the terms and conditions. I need to... the brief campaign... Oh, okay, so then I need to download this. I'm going to need to read this. I'll do that later. Okay, so that's going to need to go through that. I've got a campaign link. There you go. So if you want to get a head start, there's the campaign link. There's a campaign link, but you need to do that. I need to add my chatbot and timer. I need to copy the overall. I need to download the panel. I'll do that later. All right, so. Boom. Perfect. All right, nice. So that's everything that we're going to need when we do it later. Obviously, we're not going to do it right now, but when we do it later, that's what we'll need. I'm going to need to duplicate this screen, and then I'm going to need to add a new screen to this. So what I'm doing right now is I'm adding an overlay. Need to make a new overlay, and I need to drop in that link. It says at 1920 by 1080. Perfect. All right. So with okay, right. I got you. Pretty good. All right. That feels like everything we're going to need. Cool. Right, nice. So that tells us what level we're at. Perfect. All right, we've got everything we need. Nice. All right, we're good to go. We'll sort the rest of that stuff out later. I'm not going to much about that today. So we'll have a new sponsorship that we'll do next week, but we're not talking about that now. We were looking at the Genshin because you wanted to know. So reviewing the campaign. The payment is still being processed, so we're going to get the $900 in by the 12th of September. So only another week to go, and then the $600 that I promised, I will give that out to the players. So the $600 will go out this week, and then we'll do the new campaign, which is a little bit more as well, which is nice. So this one's going to be 1,260. So we'll do that as well. So what we'll do is we'll also divide this into the community. Okay, I'm not going to do the HelloFresh. Yeah, the HelloFresh I'm not going to do. All right, cool. Nice. That's awesome. All right, hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well. All right, so we'll go through that later. For now, what I'm interested in is this. So let's get back to Genopets and talk about the recipe book. Crafting recipes. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a book. It says read between the lines. The first thing I'm going to do when it says read between the lines is I'm going to start looking at, like, is there anything between the lines? Is there anything in here? Like, they've got me now where I search everything. Like, I just don't trust them. So, let's go. When they say read between the lines, like, I'm literally, like, there's 2 lines here, right? What's between these 2 lines? Like, I'm so... I've never had anxiety like I have with Genopets. I love it. It's amazing. I don't think there's anything between these 2 lines. All right, so let's click on this. We're going to open this up. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this together. Ready? Thanks, Jay. I appreciate you, sir. Look after yourself. Have a good evening. Thank you very much. All right, let's do this. So, together we're going to try and figure this out. So, all right. Genopets. This looks really cool, by the way. This is good graphics, good artwork. There's some lines in the top corner there. I wonder if they mean anything. Lots of lines here. Crafting Recipes Volume 1. I like this. Really nice font. Lovely. Really well done. Stickers on it. Yeah, I love it. It looks really good. This notebook is the property of Akali. If found, please return. Okay, so I'm going to go out of the way and I'm going to expect a cipher today. Straight away. I'm already on high alert. I expect a cipher. And so I'm going to assume that Akali is going to be relevant to a cipher. Let's do this. Let's go through it first. Make a note in your head of anything you see that stands out and we'll come back and visit it. But let's actually read the notes first, all right? Because there's a lot to unpack here. But note to self, according to Ben and Papa Albert, information may change as advances in alchemy are achieved. Okay, well that makes sense. Ben and Albert doing incredible work there, as is Jay and the rest of the team, all doing incredible work. One of the best Web3 teams that I've had the pleasure to work with. Very, very excited for this game. All right, let's do this. Refinement. Refining genotype crystals. Genotype crystal, the base unit of construction. Okay, so the crystals. So we know we've got earth, fire, metal, water, and wood. All right, we know we have that. That's good. Read between the lines. This looks like Morse code, although it all looks the same. So I don't think it is Morse code. But it might be Morse code. But I don't think it is. But I'm looking at everything. Why refine? My habitat spawns unrefined crystals daily. Crafting requires a lot of refined crystals. So we have the refinery, and we know that we need to refine our crystals. To do that, to refine your crystals is as simple as... In fact, let me show you this. Let's do it together. Let's go through... in fact, let's go through the process. Let's refine a crystal, shall we? Let's do it. So I think we can do this at the same time. Let me log into my mainframe. I have not been... do you know what? I went out yesterday for a huge walk. Went out for 2 walks yesterday. Got loads of steps in. And forgot to bank them. I got home. I thought, right, I'm going to bank my steps at the end of the day. I looked at my phone and it was 1 a.m. It was 1 a.m. and I was just like... Oh! Anyway. Okay, so let me look in my inventory. I need to make sure... I need to go into the right wallet, actually. Hold on, let me go into the... Oh, no, I can do it in this wallet. It's fine. I can do it in this wallet. So, let me find a habitat. Okay, so here we go. So, here's a habitat. This is 69 days left on this habitat, right? And... Alright, let's do this. So, 69 lifespan. Oh, look, they're all on 69 lifespan. It's a good day to be lifespanning. Alright, so we're going to refine our crystals, right? So we can see here, this has 2 crystals to refine, yeah? So all we do is we scroll down. Now, you'll be on the Harvester tab, so yours will look slightly different, but same thing. You'll scroll down to where it says Manage, and it says Refine Crystals. So if I click on Refine Crystals, I can choose to refine 2 crystals. It's going to cost me 20 key. I've got 15,000 in this account. It's going to cost me 20 key. Alright, so we can do that. We can click Refine Crystals. Alright, now what that is going to do is it's going to send this 20 key and this transaction, which is 0.002 sol, which actually seems like quite a lot. I need to find out what that is. Do we get that back or do we spend that? And there we go. View the refined crystals in the crystals and seed tab in your inventory. So now we can click on the crystals and seed tab. And it says we do not own any crystals or seeds. Maybe it just needs a little while to go through. Dun, dun. Okay. Oh, there we go. 2 fire genotype crystals and they're SFTs. Okay. So that's it. We have them. There's our crystals. So now we're going to be able to craft these crystals. All right. All good. And that's what we're going to do. Now, the team are working on bulk updates. And that's one of the things we're really waiting on is the ability to be able to like mint all of the crystals in the wallet. So I don't have to go through and manually click on these every day. We'll be able to do this. But this is something I can do every day. I can come in here, click on refine crystals, choose the crystals, I can refine them, and I can use the key to get the crystals. Now, obviously crystals are going to be used, so crystals are going to be used initially, first off, for decay. we're going to need to use them to repair the habitat. So I can do a repair, and I can use my crystals to repair my habitat. So I need a lot of crystals. A lot of crystals. All right, that's one thing that I need to do. So we need to be claiming these. Okay, so I'm going to not go through and do all of these because obviously that will take too long. So, but I'm just giving you an example of what we need to do here. So click refine crystals. We choose how many we can do. So a level 1 can do 1, a level 2 can do 2, and a level 3 can do 3. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So a lot of this key is going to go into refining crystals. Hey, miss you too, guys. Why am I not adding them as sub-habitats? Because I haven't had the time. Because there's so much stuff that I need to do. In fact, let me just show you right now. If I go into Genopets, I've got this. I've also got this. I've also got this. All right, hold on. So I want to show you this. All right, hold on. So there's some stuff here I need to hide. Bear with me. I can't. There's some sensitive information here that I don't want to share. So bear with me while I hide this. All right. So there's that one, and then there's these two. All right. Perfect. I just kind of want to hide this information. All right, so you don't see it all. But I do want to show it to you. So bear with me. All right. So there's this. All right, so this is the first one, all right? So this is my guild members master list, all right? So this is everybody in terms of their Discord ID and their wallet address, and whether they've got a game account, whether they've got a harvester or not. So this is everybody at the moment that we've currently onboarded, yeah? And also the ones that have not. So some have been removed, some haven't got game accounts. There's 695 on there so far. All right, and loads of people didn't have a game account, so we couldn't do anything. Some people have updated. We need to go through and we need to do those. So that's one thing I need to do. All right, that's one thing. But also, I've also got these support requests. So with the support requests, and again, I'm just going to make these fields a little bit smaller for the stream, so I'm not giving anything away. All right. So with the support requests, these are people that have said, I can do this, I can do 20k steps a day, I can't play anymore, so I need to remove these because these are literally being wasted. So when someone says they can't play anymore, what that basically means is it's just ticking down every day with no one claiming on it. And look at all these people that were like, I can't play anymore. So all of these, and these are just the ones that reported it, all the ones as well that didn't report it, you know? Lots of people saying I don't have a habitat, a lot of people saying other stuff. So yeah, need to sort these out as well. So also got to finish off these sub-habitats. I want to do this. All right, so that's another thing I want to do. Then I've got this, which is the habitat master sheet. All right, this is crazy. We've done a lot of work here. Let me show you this. So at the moment, we've got the Fire wallet. This is pulling in some code that comes in from... this pulls all of the data in from the wallet. So what this is doing is it's pulling in all of the habitats, their levels, elements, capacity, whether they've claimed seeds, their lifespan, how much tokens they've earned, who the harvester is. We've then done some really crazy, clever coding to be able to pull in some other details on top of this, right? So all of these 5 wallets come into here. And then what happens is it goes into a master's list, all right? This is the master list. And then from here, we've got the Discord username and ID. We've got their user wallet. But we can also see here how many people have missed days and haven't claimed. We can see total key and everything that's possible. So this person could have possibly earned 360 key, but they've only earned 120 key. They haven't banked for 9 days. Yeah, do you know what? You're absolutely right. Most of the people who don't want to play anymore are the people that the ones that were begging for the habitats the loudest. And do you know what I'm doing to piss them off? Because this is quite funny. Is they can't join another habitat until I release them from mine. And so they're like, oh, but I want to go and join this other guild because I can get more... do you know what? You're just causing trouble, you're causing hassle, and as a result of that, you're making it harder for everybody else, because now everybody who is genuinely working hard is going to have to cover the slack to repair the habitats before they get profit. And that is why we've stopped onboarding. We just stopped onboarding, and we said, you know what? We've hit the limit. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to find the people who are genuinely doing what they said they would do, and we're going to give them additional habitats, so they get the free habitats. So they're going to get 2 sub-habitats. So I want everyone to have free habitats. Easier. Less people to manage. Easier to do. So that's like my first goal right now, is to make sure everybody has as many habitats as they're comfortable with. If you only want one, great. Just have one. That's fine. If you want one level 1 habitat, good. You do less steps a day, all good. On you. If you want more, then we can do that. And so the idea at the moment, together as a guild, is we need to be able to ensure that all of the habitats are maintained. Then on top of that, we need to make sure that we're able to look at what's fair. You know, what's fair? So there needs to be a percentage that goes to me because I invested the money up front. And there needs to be a percentage that goes to you because you're investing your time. So my money and your time equally deserve to be paid. And I think that a fair split for that is 50-50. But that is from profit. And profit comes after expenses. So what are the expenses that we have to cover? Well, the expenses that we have to cover right now are decay. That's it. Maintenance. All right. So that's what we're looking at. And I'm still getting to that point. Now, I know that I'm going to be able to do bulk crystal collections. I know I'm going to be able to do bulk crystal collections. And so that's one of the things that I'm going to look forward to. EBITDA. There we go. So earnings before income tax. Oh my God, I've forgotten what it is. Earnings before. Oh my God, I've actually forgotten what it stands for. earnings before interest is tax and depreciations. Oh my God, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. And amortization, that was it. I was trying to think of that word. So earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, so EBITDA. So that's right. So that's what we're looking at. So yeah, sorry, my mind just went blank for a minute there. So what I'm doing at the moment is we've done some really clever stuff at the moment because we're working with the team, and the team have listened. They've heard all of the guilds, and they're okay. What do you need? How can we help you? And so they're creating tools to help us. So the idea behind this is that we want to ensure that we catch the slackers. So this is what we've got here. This shows me right now all of the habitats with the Discord IDs and when they so this habitat has not been harvested for 22 days. So it's active. It's active, but it hasn't been harvested for 22 days. So what we need to do initially is we need to make sure that all of these are not being wasted. Now look at this. Look at this. If I click on this and we look at this, this is 559 days of missed refining. Of missed claiming, sorry. So of converting key into energy into key. So energy into key. This is the combined effort of 559 days. That is almost 2 years of missed claims. Already. 2 years of missed claims already. Like, can you see how quickly this adds up? That is really inefficient. So right now, I know there's lots of people that are saying, can I have this? Can I have that? Why haven't I got this? Why haven't I got that? I need to fix this first. This is the most important thing to fix. And so what I'm doing this weekend is I'm taking all of these habitats away from these people because they don't deserve them, and I'm giving them to new people. Now, you might ask yourself, but hold on a minute. Exactly right. Thanks, guys. Like, I want you to see this because a lot of you don't see this. A lot of you only see on the front end of, and most people are like, oh, but you're a guild. Screw you. Like, we don't care because you've got money. Guilds don't have like an endless pot of money. We need to protect ourselves as much as we want to protect you. And we need you to protect us. Like, I'm looking into that camera and I don't even know why. It's up. You're up there. So the idea is that if you, like, most people don't understand. Most people don't know. Now, I've spent ridiculous amounts of time going through all of this manually, and it's been painful. Really, really painful. Like, we've been working out all of this data, we've been collecting all of this, we've been figuring everything out, and we've got to this point. But it's not been easy. It's taken time. So whilst you're sitting there going, why aren't you answering my support question? Why aren't you dealing with things? Because we're trying to do this, because we need this data, all right? And we're feeding this back to the team, and the team are working on integrations, and it will come. But at the same time, it still doesn't help the fact that we've lost 559 days. And we're never going to get that back. All right, that's 559 days of key. That's painful. Especially when you're thinking 30, right? So 559 days. Now, some of these are more than 30, but let's go by the worst case scenario, right? 559 days. All right, so we're going to go equals 559. And let's say it's 30 key a day. That means that at the moment, 16,770 key missed. Lulu's saying, I gave up my habitat chances at the start because I know that the app doesn't work properly and I didn't want to actually take the spot for people that can do something. They've already noted that and said that next week there should be a massive update to the Android version. Should be a massive update to the Android version next week. So at the moment, we're down 16,770 key. That's quite a lot of key. Quite a lot of key, 16,000 key. Let me actually put that into, just humour me for a minute. Just humour me. Because even though we wouldn't sell it, let me have a quick look around 16,000. What would that be? So if we were looking at swapping 16,000 key, 16,700 key, what are we at the moment? 8 cents, right? One key is around 8 cents. So that's about $1,500 so far. We're down. Value. In terms of value right now, the people that have not been honouring their word and have not been doing the things they said they were going to do have cost the guild $1,500 in real world value today. Which is why it's important that we fix this. So, like, hey Steve, I'm asking again and again about Alchemist role. Well, if you're listening to me, you'll hear me when I say that there are more important things to deal with right now than the Alchemist role. I have to be able to deal with these problems first. So the Alchemist roles are things that we'll get to when we can, but there's only me. Like, nobody else has access to the wallets for security reasons. So everything is locked away and backed up on a ledger and everything is secure. If I start giving people access to the wallet so they can go in and start doing things like giving you your roles, then that's a security compromise, and I'm not willing to do that. The assets are too valuable for me to be able to risk, and even if I trust people, it doesn't matter. Nobody has access to the seed phrases. Nobody has access to the keys. And so as a result, it's just me that can do this. And this stuff right now, I have to do this. Like, can you understand? Like, we're bleeding money. We're losing, and it's hurting everybody. It's hurting everybody because at the moment, everybody who is earning crystals, all right, or key, everyone who is earning key, that key is going to pick up the slack to cover these people, and before any profits, because this is the expense. So it's in my interest to look after you, and the best way I can do that is to remove this problem first, to then make sure that any profit that comes in is actually profit and is not being hemorrhaged and wasted. This is just business. This is what you have to do in business. You have to look at where your weaknesses are, because a business is only as strong as its weakest link, and you have to be able to deal with them as quickly as possible. So this weekend, because we've only just got this data, all right. So this weekend, I'm going to be doing, today and tomorrow, I'm going to be removing everybody that has missed 3 days. All right, there's 48 people I'm going to be removing. All right. It's an eyesore for you when you see that much not doing the key harvest. It hurts me too. But here's the reason it hurts me. It hurts me for 2 reasons. One, it hurts me because it's a waste. Because I know that if I do nothing, these habitats are just going to end up dormant. But 2, it hurts you. It hurts you as a guild member. And if it hurts you, it hurts me more. Because I don't want you to suffer. So when people... I had somebody... I mean, and look, I actually shared this conversation in my Discord. So I had somebody who said, hey, I did 15 days. I'm not going to do any more. I want my cut. I said, what cut? And they was like, well, I've done 15 days. I deserve to be paid for those 15 days. I said, no. No, you don't. You're on a trial period, and 100% of it goes to the guild because we're covering all of our costs. And they were like, but I should have some profit. I demand profit. I was like, you're not getting any profit because there is no profit right now. At the moment, it is all about everything is go. Look, I'll show you. I'll show you right now where we are. So I'm always, fully transparent. I've got nothing to hide. You can see the wallets here. So in wallet number one, we have 22,000 key. Okay. In wallet number 2, and I've not sold any key. I've not done anything. I've just transformed 2 crystals or 4 crystals, which we're going to have to do anyway, so that's fine. There's 15,000 key in wallet 2. All right, in wallet 3, there's going to be less in wallet 3. It will go down. 10,000 in wallet 3. I don't think there's much in wallet 4. Might be some. There's 11,000 in wallet 4, and in wallet 5, there is 10,000 as well. Perfect, all right? So probably between 50 and 75,000 key we've got at the moment. All right, somewhere in that region. So let's say we've got 75,000 key. So we've got about $6,000 at the moment. If we was to sell everything right now, we could make about $6,000. Now, some people, some people that are thinking short-minded will go, yeah, but if you cash that out, you can give me some money. The problem is, if I start to cash this out right now, what's going to happen to the price? If I do a cash out right now of 75,000 key, what's going to happen? In fact, it's not even going to do that. It's going to do that. And then what's going to happen? So I'm going to have liquidity issues. So the liquidity issue that I'm going to have to cash out that much key, 0.5 price impact. Okay. So 0.5%. So not too bad, but still. At the same time, if we keep doing that, this is what's going to happen, right? So here's the thing. At the moment, I'm not interested in cashing out key. Because I don't want this to keep going down. And if all of the guilds did the same thing, if all of the guilds acted like me right now, then key would do this. The only reason key is going down is because the guilds have said to people, hey, we really want you as members. Come on, we're going to give you this percentage and you can cash out. Extract, extract, extract. And that's all this is. That's all this is. I'm saying, hold on a minute, wait a minute. We want to protect the guild. We want to protect the members, but we also want to protect the game. We don't just want to abuse the game to the point where it's worthless. Like, that's what this is. This is the problem with guilds. Guilds and play-to-earn mentality of scholars, this is the problem. This is what you did to Axie, this is what you did to Peg Axie, and it's what you're starting to do to Genopets, and I can't wait until we remove that mentality from Web3 because it's cancer. It's absolute cancerous for the industry. And so you need to understand that if you want this to recover, then you need to start treating it with respect. And the way you do that is to not extract. And so that's why when people say, hey, where's my profit? There is no profit right now. We are just harvesting an asset and holding it because we're going to be using it. Now, what are we going to use it for? Initially, we're going to use it to build assets within the game so that we can craft more habitats. What are we going to do with those habitats? We're going to give them to you. We're going to give them to you. You're going to have your own habitat. You own a habitat. And then you have a choice. You can add it as a sub-habitat if you want to, so that you get a bonus, or you can give it to someone else and do a split with them, or you can keep it and you own it and you can have 100% of whatever you earn, and then we can lease yours to someone else. There's many different options. But at the end of the day, I'm more interested in you owning assets, like decent, proper assets, rather than a utility token. Owning a utility token to cash out is not a utility token is not an asset. I mean, it technically is, but it's a utility token. It's not. You shouldn't class it as the same as an NFT. You shouldn't class it the same as you would a habitat or a Genopet. It's not the same. And so I don't want you to be holding utility tokens. I want you to be holding assets. And that's what we're doing. So, yeah. And this is the toxic mentality. So, anyway, I'm I'm standing by what we've said. I fully agree with what we've said. And the people that stand by and that work with the guild, as people know, with all of the other games that we've been involved in, they're the ones that will be rewarded. Okay, the VIP members in Undisputed Noobs are the ones that will be rewarded the most. And so, okay, we've got all of this to deal with. I wanted you to see this because it's super, super important that you see this. All right? Now, coming back away from all of this, the support questions, the guild things, coming all the way back to where we was, we're here right now. Now, why is this important right now? Why are we talking about this today? Well, I'm talking about this with you now because this is the first stage beyond habitats, and nobody's crafting habitats really. I mean, there are a few people, but it's not like mass scale with habitat creation right now. And so what this is going to do is this is going to create a burn. Why? Because people are going to start creating things within the game. Items, assets, augments, all of those things that you need. And so let's talk through this. Still grinding for a habitat? Anyone that's missing a habitat that genuinely wants one, I will sort out. But the problem is the people that were shouting the loudest are the people who disappeared the fastest. Those who shout the loudest disappear the fastest. I've learned that. Definitely need an infographic of the UNU's play to own process so we can blast that out. 100%. I'll work on that. We need to get our designer. I've not spoken to her in a while. So if you know any good designers that can help with that, happy to pay for it, but just need to figure that out. Oh my God, the moderator's already there with the Play Marvel. Okay, so that Play Marvel Strike Force pop-up that's just come, that's for next week. That's for next week. If you want to jump in and do that, you're welcome to, but we're going to do that next week. Yeah, they do. They cash out and they get super angry when the value goes less than $1. You're right. And some guilds and people have this kind of mentality. But also, I've had people come into my guild and attack me because of the way I do things. I've had people come in and attack me and tell me that I'm wrong, that I shouldn't do this, that it's not fair. A lot of people say it's not fair. This is a very entitled mentality of people who don't understand the bigger picture. And I get that. I understand. But what I'm saying is that rather than us having like a conflict, why don't we have a conversation and why don't we learn from each other? Because ultimately, there's always things to be learnt, and I'm always willing to improve. But what I'm not willing to do is listen to people who aren't willing to listen themselves. Give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. The fish is the key, the habitat is the skill. Give the man a boat and a lake, and he'll feed a family feed a village. Yeah? Exactly. What we're trying to do, we're not trying to give you a fish. We're not trying to give you a fish. We're not trying to teach you to fish. We're trying to give you like the lake, the boat, the rods, and everything else. Like, that's what we're doing here. Like, we're trying to set up like economic prosperity long term. All right? And that only works if the game's successful. And the game is only successful if, like, I've talked about this before. Imagine having a baby, right? A game, when a game launches on launch day, it's a baby. It's a brand new game. Imagine having an actual baby, like a human, like, wah, wah. Right? You've got this little baby and you're like, you're such a cute little baby. Walk. Why can't you walk? Why are you not walking? Oh my God, you're so crap. You just don't even work anymore. Oh my God, this baby's just rugged me, right? Because it can't walk when it's born. Because it takes time, right? It has to evolve. Or picking up a baby that's like, oh my God, you can walk. Oh my God, the baby's walking. Go to work, earn me money. Like, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Or, oh, look, you're a baby now. You can walk. Give me your clothes. Give me everything you've got. I'm having your food. I'm having your drink. I'm having your clothes. I'm having your house. You can't do that to a baby because it wouldn't survive. So if you don't do it to a baby, why do you do it to a game that you say you love and that you want to see survive? Why are you taking everything away from that game before it's had a chance to evolve and to become something? Like, if you don't understand that mentality, then you're literally the cancer of Web3. And I'm going to be talking a lot more about that because it pisses me off. With that being said, where we are right now is the next step of Genopets and the evolution of this and where we need to be looking to move forward. So I talked to you before about the price of key and what was going to happen. Pretty much did everything we said it was going to do. So what's next? Where are we looking next? Well, there's going to be a lull. A lull is kind of like a rut, if you like. It's going to bottom out. And so if we look at key at the moment, what we're going to see is it's done its thing right now where it's kind of done this. Okay? And that's fine. Fully expect this. Because, by the way, you could look at this and you could be like, oh my god, like it's just gone on this like decline. But also what you can do, this is the 1 hour. If we go on to the 1 day, it just looks like this. And most charts have a pump and dump at the start, right? So now we've found this initial floor where it's not quite there yet. It's still got a little way to go down. But can you see how it's starting to curve now? Yeah, you see that? So this is what's going to happen. We're going to get this curve. Now, I think it could possibly go down as much as maybe 5 or 6. I think we could see something like this. And this is no different to SFL. I mean, if you look at SFL at the moment, 5 cents. Compare it to SLP, right? You look at any other game, like look at Viz, look at SLP, look at all of these other in-game utility tokens. Look at the price of them. Look at Dusk. Look at any of them. But what we're starting to see now is we're starting to see some people actually, it's not just everyone selling anymore. So if we look before at what happened, okay, we saw everybody was selling. It was just sell, 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 sell. That's all it was. All right, it was just, look, red. Look at this. Red, 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 red. Now, because this new announcement has come out, look at what we're starting to see now. Can you see this? We're starting to see some more buys. Now, why are we seeing more buys? We're seeing more buys because now people are starting to understand that they're going to need key. They're going to need more key than they've got to be able to do everything. The way how pets is going to evolve and how habitats look in the game is going to be fire. I'm losing weight, so I'm happy and motivated. Do you know what? I have so much respect for you because you get it. You get the fact that this is the absolute reason of this game. It's to make you healthy, to create habits and a healthy lifestyle. If you do that, you've already won. You don't need to make money out of this. You've just incentivized yourself to become healthy. That in itself is like incredible. The fact that you could potentially have ownership of assets that make profit later is a win-win. All right? So that's where we are with this. So, okay, let's keep going. Crafting crystals. Cosmetic crystals, items used to change a Genopet's aesthetics, including body parts. All right, so this is awesome. So you've got your primary chroma crystal, your secondary chroma crystal, and your light crystal. All right, so there's cosmetic crystals, okay? Primary, secondary, and then we've got light. Okay. Needed to change the color of my Genopet. All right, so we know that we're going to have cosmetic crystals. Okay? We know we're going to have those. Crafting... is this regents or reagents? I think it's reagents. That's Ray, right? Ray, gents, reagents. I'm going to call it regents. Reagents. Is it reagents? Is it regents? How do you pronounce this? Reagents. Okay, so you're calling it reagents. Because there's so many different things you could call it. And I don't think there's actually an official, like, this is what it's called. Okay, so it's going to be called reagents. Cool. All right. Reagent crafted compounds combined with other components to create augments and other effect-producing items. So antenna, ear, eye, horn, mane, and a tail. And a wing. Okay, so there's going to be 7 different parts. A bit like an axie. Oh, they did talk about it, did they? Nice, nice, nice. Nice. So we've got these different reagents. Must craft these first. Key ingredient. This is a key ingredient for augments. So you need to have a reagent. Okay. Steve, it's not fair to beat up on people selling key. Key is a listed token subject to free market forces. And at the end of the day, the price is a result of the game mechanics, i.e. printing key and burning key sinks. That is true. It is. But at the moment, everybody is fully aware that there are no in-game burning mechanics. Definitely not enough. And so there is... I'm absolutely going to beat up on people who... And by the way, if you want to sell your key, sell your key. I've got nothing against people selling key. If that's what you want to do... Who am I to tell people what to do? You do what you want to do. What I'm saying is don't come with the attitude of I care about this game and I want this game to survive if you're not willing to be patient and wait for all of the burning mechanisms to be enabled in the game. The game is so early and people are cashing out right now and the price is dumping and then they're fudding the project as a result of that. Those are the people I'm calling out. The people who are fudding because the price goes down because they're selling and they don't seem to understand. They just lack that mental capacity to get the fact that if you sell, the price goes down. Like, you have to stop selling for the price to go down. So you can't sell and have the price go up. So if you're going to FUD the project because you're selling, but yet still want the price to go up, those are the people. And so it is fair to beat up on them people because they're idiots. And I'm going to do that because I will always speak my mind. I will always speak openly. I'll always be kind and compassionate and respectful to people. I think that's important. But I'm also going to call out the things that I see. I'm not going to hide behind my words because I'm scared of what people's opinions are. If you sell a token because you want to make money, fine. But understand that you're part of the problem right now. Like, until they have, as you've rightly said, all of the mechanics in place to be able to burn, then it's only going to go down. And that's what's coming. That's what's happening. We're getting that now. And that's cool. But that's one of the reasons why I personally am waiting. So it's all good. Everyone's just got this scarcity mentality. Like, I need to cash out where the price is high because it's going to drop. It's just, it just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. Exactly. That's how people are going to think because they only think about short-term profits and not the long-term sustainability of a game. And we're seeing that in every single game that has a utility token. Now, we're not seeing that in my guild. There's some of it, of course, but we deal with it. Now, why? Because I've taken the responsibility as the guild owner to educate and to work with the community for them to understand what we're doing and why we're doing it. Now, that's really important. Now, if all guilds were able to do that, if all guilds were able to educate and work with their communities, we wouldn't have these problems. So I do push this onto the guild owners as their responsibility. It's also the game's responsibility. The games should be educating the guilds, and the guilds should be educating the players. It's not happening. Guilds are looking at it from profit point of view. Games are selling the idea of profit to guilds. Guilds are then looking at how they can cash out on players, but just disguising it as they're helping each other. And then what's happening is you're getting guilds cash out, you're getting players cash out, the games are crashing, and it's just not going to last. So the only way you can change this is for someone to actually say, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to take all of the backlash. I'm going to take all of the hate. I'm going to do things differently. And maybe other people will see that this is a better way to do things. So it's definitely up to the devs, but it's not just up to the devs, because it's up to the devs, it's up to the guilds, and it's up to the players. At the end of the day, it's up to everybody. If you want a decentralized game, it's up to everybody. Otherwise, it would just be up to the devs alone, and no one else would have a say in this. So it has to be a community effort. And not just between individuals in the guilds, but guilds need to be talking to each other as well. See, at the moment, a lot of guilds, they're building out resources and they're holding them or they're selling them. They're like, yeah, you can have this, but you're going to have to pay us for it. And so the guilds aren't even working to each other. They're all competing with each other. And so as a result of that as well, you're finding that there's a lot of cloak and dagger, a lot of, backstabbing and stuff going on. It's all kinds of stuff going on at all different levels. Which is why I've said recently, if you want to be in a guild, the first thing you need, if you want to set up a successful guild, you need a successful developer. You need somebody who is able to create the code to automate the processes. You need that. Because I don't want them to get the answers for the hunt. As a rusher myself, I can tell that most of us are just flippers. I don't really like the flippers. Everyone's got a place, right? Look, if you're in a place where you're flipping and that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. And the game needs to take that into consideration, I agree. I'm just not focusing on them myself. But if anybody wants to do that, then that's on them. So anyway, let's have a look. We've got these parts. Crafting augments. An augment is a swappable Genopet body part used to customize your pet. Reagents are necessary. Okay, so now we've got antennas, ears, eyes, horns, manes, tails. Also, we're on page 3. There's a lot of pages here, look. A lot of pages here. No augment is guaranteed. Need to craft a reagent before I can craft these. So you need the reagent first, and then you can craft the augment. But no augment is guaranteed. Wow, look at these different parts. These concepts look amazing. I quite like the mushroom mane. Oh, look at it. Hold on, look at this. Hold on. Is this the first time I'm seeing this? Yeah, you've just mentioned it as well, and I've just seen it. There's loads of pages missing. We've just gone from page 4 to page 18. What was before page 18? All about the reagents. And about the crystals. And about... Okay. There's loads of missing parts. All of that's now missing. Oh, I love what they've done here. It's so cool. Okay. I love this. This is so cool. All right. So when they say read between the lines, maybe what I mean is you need to read the missing pages. Tau reagent recipe. Tau reagent, an advanced ingredient needed to craft a Tau augment. So you need a water crystal plus a water crystal plus 10 key. Okay. So there we go. There's a key burn right there. So you've got the crystals. So you'll be burning key to get the crystals, and then you'll be burning crystals to get the key. So you need 2 crystals plus 10 keys. That's 30 key. So it's going to cost 30 key to craft a reagent. Okay. There's a circle on page 18. It's giving me anxiety. Where's the circle that's giving you anxiety? There's a password. Can you shrink the book just a little bit? Sure. Do you mean like this? Is that better? Or do you want me to go a bit smaller? Like, is that better? Is that better? Or should I maybe go to 50? 50 is good, right? So here, when crafting with a Tau reagent, the only guarantee is that a Tau augment will be created, not which Tau augment. Wow, okay. We've got a password as well. 50 is good, no worries, thank you. What's the password? Okay, so there's a password here. What's this? Okay. Upper part, you'll see that 18 is circled. Page 18. On the upper part of the page. Where are you looking? I can't see that. On page 18, right? Oh, on page 4. Oh, okay. Sorry. So if you go back to... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So this might be that it's the only one that's available, right? Yeah, in the table of contents. I understand you now. I see what you're saying. Page 18 is circled. Why? Well, because the rest of them are missing, right? No, because 19's there as well. So if 19 was there, then that would be... So 19's there, but so's 18. But the rest of them are missing. But why is 18 circled? Maybe because it's the first one that's going to be released? Oh, no, 18's a number. 18 must be an important number. Okay, so 18 has got to be an important number. Right, so there are some things that we know we need to get here. So, alkali, we know alkali is going to be... I'm assuming that's going to be important, right? Alkali. We know the number 18. We also know that we have a password. All right, these are things to note. So but this is interesting. When crafting with a Tau reagent, the only guarantee is that a Tau augment will be created, but not which Tau. Okay. My Genopet is going to look legendary. Okay. Wing reagent, an advanced ingredient needed to craft wings. So metal plus 10. Time to craft is instant. That's good. There is no guarantee on what kind of wing I'll craft when using a reagent in a recipe. Okay. So, okay. Crafting augments. Oh, hello. We have some binary here. Can I... Oh, I can't even copy these. Really? So, has anyone done this? Has anyone worked this out? You've done it already. Okay, what is it? What does it work out if I convert this? Experience is the teacher of all things. Okay, experience is the teacher of all things. Ah, okay. So crafting augments. Experience is the teacher of all things. So the more experience you have, maybe the more chance or the better it will be. Experience is the teacher of all things. So I think the better experience you have, maybe the more likely you'll get to get like a legendary or more of a part. Augment's overview. You're saying that's a Caesar phrase, okay? When crafting an augment with a reagent, the resulting augment will have the following odds: 70% common, 25% uncommon, or 5% rare. Okay. So we know we've got common, uncommon, and rare. They've also mentioned legendary up here. So there's missing rarities. I'm assuming they're going to have epic and legendary as well. But you're not going to be able to. So maybe you have to blend. Maybe there's, taking 10 commons and you burn it into an uncommon, taking 10 uncommons, making it a rare, taking 10 rares, making it an epic. So maybe to get to epic and legendary, maybe you'll have to either find them, you have to do stuff, or you'll have to blend. I don't know. That would be a good burn, right? Imagine if you had to take like 5 commons plus 1,000 key to get an epic, or to get an uncommon. And then imagine you had to take like 5 rare plus 1,000 or plus like 3,000 key to get like an epic. That's a huge key burn right there. Crafting augments is a science of good fortune and mystery. Yeah, there could be. There could be some sort of a name in. I don't know. Possible. Cell Power, thank you very much for the subscription. I very much appreciate you. Very grateful. Thank you. All right, I mean, there's a lot to go through here, right? There's a lot to unpack. The type of reagent used determines the type of augment, but no way to guarantee what augment I'm crafting or its stats. No guarantee what augment or stats. It's like a gacha. Is it? I never got too deep into the gacha world, so I don't know enough about the model, but would you agree? Do you guys think that it's like a gacha model? Definitely a lot of burning. But burning's good. We need burn, right? Burning's how you maintain the economy. Will we work out something so users can keep refining crystals? So at the moment, I'm going to... So very soon, I can't confirm the date with you right now. I do know the date. I'm not at liberty to tell you. But very soon, I will be able to claim all of the crystals for the guild. So I'll be able to do that. So users don't have to claim crystals. There's no at the moment. There's no. If you want to, you can. You're welcome to, because I'm not claiming them. But soon I'm going to be taking the alchemist role away from everybody, and I'm just going to be claiming everything into the guild, and we'll just be converting the key into crystals. So you don't need to do anything. The only reason you're doing it right now is if you want to do it. If you want to buy key, turn it into crystals, and then save up your own or sell them or do whatever, that's a you thing outside the guild. And you're welcome to do it, because otherwise they're just kind of sitting there doing nothing. But as soon as I've got the bulk actions, because I can't sit there through like 500 habitats a day claiming crystals, it's too much. But yeah, I am going to start. We're going to start doing that. We're going to start claiming. So yeah, that's one thing we're working on. We're getting through everything. It's this week's going to be a lot better. It's just been a lot of building and a lot of stuff that we've had to do. We're getting there. So okay. The type of reagent used determines the type of augment, but in no way to guarantee what augment. Okay, so if you're using a winged reagent, with a winged augment, then you'll get a winged augment. So the type. So you know you're going to get a winged augment, but you don't know which wing you're going to get or its stats. So should I craft as much as possible? Why craft augments? Make your Genopet look cool as it can. Cooler augments could make my pet more unique and valuable. And when you battle, augments will have effect stats. So this is very, very, very much... Yeah, I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. Okay, so right now, there's definitely the element that you're going to... There's a lot of RNG in this. There's a lot of RNG in this. And the more you craft, the more chance you're going to get a better RNG, but it's going to take time. Like you might hit gold at the start, you might not. I have a feeling, given the rates and the drops, that it's going to be very hard to get these rare items. So if you do get them, they're going to be valuable. And that's good because it creates another market, right? So there's the cosmetic side of it, which we know, which is amazing. But there's also the battling side of things, which in a way kind of makes battling... I wonder if it's going to go down the play to win or the pay to win route. I don't think it will. But there'll definitely be an element that the more you spend, the better your bits, the better you can fight. So there's going to be a pay to win model in here, but I don't think you're going to require that. It's not needed. You can still play the game. It's not play to win. It's not play to win. There's a difference between play to win and pay to win. Some of the words highlighted could also mean something. Yep, no guarantee what augment or stats. It could be. It looks like it's but then again, that's why it's done in a clever way, right? There's a lot of things to consider here. A lot of things to consider. Augments and battles. Preparing now to win the fight. Okay. Augments may provide boosts or moves for battles. Yeah, so there's, like, you know, having an augment, having a rare augment might just give you the upper hand in a battle. But the good news is you can grind. You can grind your way up. Yeah, grind to win. Because if you play the game, you can get the assets, which you can then transfer. So you can do it that way as well. Not just a pretty thing. Augments are crucial to battle. They'll determine my moveset and modify my battle stats. So you have hit points, attack, defense, and speed. So agility, strength, defense, and health. Nice. Prepared to battle. I love this. My augments will affect battle value. More augments equals more strategies to adapt versus various opponents. Oh, this. I'm so excited for this. This is amazing. Like, this in itself, like, to me, this in itself is the gameplay mode, right? This is actually people getting to the point where they're going to be able to, yeah, this is one of the things where I feel like people right now think, oh, like, look at Steppen. Steppen's a great example. Like, what is Steppen? It's a Ponzi. Why is it a Ponzi? Because there's nothing to do, right? You just earn steps, you earn you stake it, and it just goes through that same thing over and over again. But look at Genopets and why it's different. Because if you take away the whole step model, take away all of that, take away everything around earning, there's a game here. There's a game here which I don't care about earning. Just being able to collect and craft augments and being able to do the alchemy, you know, to figure out like what works here and to be able to like, this is one thing that I know Cody absolutely loves, and we talked about this a lot in the past. Is being able to figure out what's meta, like what's really good this season, what works, you know, and knowing that in the future, the team have confirmed with me as well that you're going to be able to do quests in the future, and when you do these quests, you're going to be able to earn augments in the quests. So you're going to be able to go out, you're going to be able to do quests in like a P2E environment, not a PvP. So you're going to be able to go out, do quests, and when you complete those quests, you're going to be able to earn augments, which means there's probably going to be special events, there's going to be limited editions, there's going to be stuff that if you play the game, you're going to be able to obtain these items. So now you've got the PvE questing element, okay, the progression element, the alchemy element, the PvP element, which even brings in a version of esports later on down the line, Genopet esports. There's so much that this can do. So much that this can do. I'm so hyped for this. I'm so hyped for this. And this is actually one of the things that I talk about with Alluvium. If you look at Alluvium at the moment, and you look at, and not to kind of get distracted, but if we just have a very quick, I think I can do it on Alluvium Master. Yeah, so if we go here and we look at the affinities and the classes, so they have their different affinities like air, earth, fire, water. And that's not probably the best one to go through. Let's not use this website. Let's actually go through this one. I think it'll be better. What was I looking for? I'm looking for... I'm actually looking for... I don't know where to find it. I'm looking for the different classes on here. I wanted to just show you, like... Let's look at affinities. So the idea here is, like, you've got this, right? You've got these, like, water. And if you've got water and water, it makes a tsunami, right? And a tsunami, like, is going to be really good against Inferno. So now you've got these composites and these affinities that you can start playing with. And you've got this ability where fire is better than nature, and air is better than water. And so when you get to this part where you see this and how it works, then this in itself, if they built something like this into Genopets, and I don't know if they will or not, but if they built something like that into Genopets, that's going to kind of create just a depth to the battle that just puts it onto another level. Steve, I'm doing an average of 20,000 steps. I can take 231 key harvest every day, but I don't have enough energy to evolve my pet as much as necessary to level up the pet. That's the trade-off. That's the trade-off right now. That's where you've got to realise both are important. You want to be leveling up your pet as well, because that's for you. That would be, I think, on duo battle. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of things. Now, these things aren't going to happen immediately, but down the line, there's just a lot to consider, right? So let's have a look at the Tau Augment recipe. Swipe your Tau to knock them down can replace a Genopet's current Tau. Okay, so any crystal with a Tau reagent plus 1 gene. Oh, so we've moved away from key now. So now we've got a burn for gene as well now. Okay, interesting. So, okay, so reagents, let's go back. So a reagent requires key and 2 crystals, all right? So 30 key for a reagent, all right? 30 key for a reagent, and an augment is going to need another crystal plus the reagent, so that's 40 plus 1 gene. So 40 key plus 1 gene, as you've just so rightly said there. Thank you very much for the subscription. I really appreciate you, Paul. Thank you for the 3-month subscription. So, okay, look, here's possible options. So this is for the tail. So there's Aeneas, Tetra, Mobu, Anjna, Boran. I don't know if I'm pronouncing these right, but interesting names. But no guarantee which one. So here's the thing, right? When you craft this, you know you're going to get a tail, but you don't know which one you're going to get. And look, there's 5 options. Is there going to be more in the future? Is one rarer than another? Tau Augment will immediately match whatever level and stage my Genopet is. Wow. So my question now is that what if I was to... So can I take my... If I get my tail... Let's say I craft a tail. Can I then... Can I export that tail? Can I take it to a different wallet? Can I attach it? Can I rip the tail off my Genopet and attach it to a different Genopet? Could I maybe start it on like a high level and then it will keep that high level if I put it on a lower level? Will it still have that high level stat? Or will it always match? So can you move it? I suppose that's the first thing. Can you take it? Can you take the tail off? Like if I want to change, because I'm assuming, right? If I want to craft another tail, like let's say I do this and I get a tail, but what if I then want to create a different tail? All right. What if I start off with a Tetra, but then I craft a Boran and I prefer the Boran? So hold on. So let's say I've got a Tetra, right? And I want to swap my Tetra for a Boran. Can I do that? Okay. So yes, you can. Ah, so okay, okay, you can. So you can swap it, but it will always take on the level of the new pet. So if your pet's level 1, then the tail will be level 1. If your pet's level 20, then your tail will be level 20. So it will always adapt to the level of the pet, of the Genopet. Okay, that's good. Because that's my other thing, right? You might be going into a battle where you want some stats, but then you might go into a different battle where you want different stats. So you might want to swap out your elements. So if it's detached, it's level 1. But if it's attached, it's whatever level the pet is. That makes sense. That makes sense. And you can move them. Yes, you can move them. Wow. We're going to have wallets just filled with body parts. We're going to... Okay, I'm calling it here. We're setting up the Undisputed Noobs Chop Shop. We're going to have the Genopet Chop Shop. Come to us for all of your bodily parts. We'll be able to fit a towel. Where the towel belongs, obviously. We're not going to stick it on your head. We're not cowboys. But, yep. Genopet Chop Shop coming soon. We got tails, we got wings, we got horns. You got it, we want it. You got it, you need it, we got it. You seen it? I'm not going to do it, but have you ever seen Dusk Till Dawn? If you've seen Dusk Till Dawn, there's a reference there, but I'm not going to do it on screen. We got white tails, yellow tails, black tails. If you can find cheaper tails. Yeah, you know it. That's a great film, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Tail evolution. Okay, as my pet evolves, the tail augments will evolve too. Marketplace augments will always show as stage 1. Perfect. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, so it changes cosmetically as well as stat-wise? That looks amazing. Look at the difference between a... It goes from Nemo to flat out, I'm going to wreck you. Got the Dory fin. Turns into a legitimate torpedo. You've got the Boran that turns into a mullet. Or a ponytail, even. I mean, there's so many different things here, right? So, okay. Tau evolution. So that's stage 1 to stage 6. Is stage 6 the maximum? As my pet evolves? No, because what if your pet's a staged... If your pet is a level 22, then does that mean that your augment will be a level 22? Is there further visual... past stage 6? Can it evolve past stage 6 to another? Because we know the Genopets have got 3 stages of evolution, right? They level up from baby to adult. So is this just baby and adult? Is there another stage? Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, because if you've got like a level 30 pet, you don't want a baby part on it, right? When will you update it to YouTube, sir? I'm not familiar with Twitch. I don't find any option to see the early part. I will upload this to YouTube once we've finished. I will. I'll upload it to YouTube after we finish, and I'll add subtitles as well. All right, wing augment recipe. Wing augment recipe. So wing augments flap them hard enough to make a slight breeze. Can replace a Genopet's current wing. Okay, so now we know we've got air. So we know we've got elements, right? We know we've got fire. We know we've got wood. We know we've got... Now we're talking about air. Any crystal with this. Okay, so we know this is going to cost... Again, there's another burn here, right? We're talking about 50 key a time. Plus a gene. Plus 1 gene. We missed some pages again. We did indeed. There's a lot of pages missing. Oh, hold on. So... Yep, so for the wings, again, okay, looks like there's 5 different options. Doesn't matter what stage my Genopet is, the wing will automatically evolve to match. Okay, that makes sense. But no guarantee which one you're going to get. So you could spend this 50 key on 1 gene, and you might get there's no guarantee you're going to get the part you want. So you need to be able to do this to get all the parts, right? I wonder if there's an equal chance. I wonder if it's 20% for each. Or whether it's like 5% for this. And like 30% for this. 40 key plus 1 gene. Yes. There's so many pages missing. Wing evolution. Yep. As my pet evolves, the wing augments will evolve too. Yep. Perfect. More pages missing. And then we've got this, which... To self. There are over 90 possible craftable items coming to the Genoverse, but those are just the starting items. We're going to need another book. And then we've got this. Right, so we remember this, right? We remember this. So we've got this, which we can use to go with this to try and figure out what this says. Let me just make that a bit smaller. Ah! Sorry. One sec. I just lost my page. One sec, sorry. I don't care about you. Go away now. Alright. So. This is AL. Is that alchemy? Is that K? K, what's that? W? Ah, okay. I get it. Right, so let's do this then. Has anyone worked this out yet? Has anybody worked this out so far? Has anybody done this? I love that answer key. It was so helpful. Who made it again? I actually don't know. I don't know who did it. Yes, you've done it already. Okay, so if you get... Has anyone... Because if you've got this text, I'm assuming we can take this text. This is my thought process. We take this text. We work it out with this key. Oh, is that what it says? It seems that you are missing some recipes. I guess you will have to find them. But where to look? Better yet, when should you look? So is that what that says? Better yet, when should you look? It seems you are missing some recipes. Yeah, okay, that's what it says. So it's a Caesar cipher. Okay, so you can go to Decode. If you go to Decode, all right, you can go to Caesar cipher, all right. Let's just get rid of that. I'm using this for a different game, by the way. Okay, so now we know that for this, we're going to... Is it a Caesar cipher? No, it's... Is it? Is it a Caesar cipher? There's dots above some of the letters, which could be interesting. Okay, it is. All right, so you can take that, put it in here, and it will give you that. So there we go. You could, if you wanted to, if you want to actually go through and do this, which is a really cool thing to do, you can sit down, work this out, and by working this out, it's going to give you some scrambled letters, all right? So this is going to be AL. So then you come in here, and you would actually type in AL, and then if I decrypt it with brute force, actually along the side here, and we do the next one. So let's actually go through and do this a little bit. So where we're looking here. So what was this one? This one was AL, and then it was so one sec. So this is how you would do it. If you haven't seen this before and you don't know how to do it, you'll use this. So the next word we're looking for this one, which is here. So this is K. So KWW. All right, so we go KWW, and then we come back. And this is how you have to work these out, right? So then we look in here for the next part. I struggle with some of these sometimes. E. So that's going to be an E, and then that is going to be at the end. What is that one? It's like a V. Why can't I see? Oh, yeah, K. EK. All right, so then we've got EK. So it's going to look like that, right? A bit of a mess. But then when you decrypt it, what it's going to start to do is it's going to start to work it all out for you, right? And the more that you get, the easier it will work out for you. So there we go. Oh, you've got it there. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. The fact that you've just done that, I'm so grateful. Thank you. So now we decrypt it with brute force. There we go. It seems you are missing some recipes. I guess you will have to find them. But where to look? Better yet, when should you look? There we go. So that's how you'll do it. Thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate it. You just saved me a bit of time. I appreciate you. Right, so that is what we're looking at. So here, that's what that says. So we're going to have to go back through and figure stuff out, right? So maybe there's stuff in the white paper that's been added in the past. Like, there's going to be stuff in the past that they've talked about. Maybe there's YouTube videos where they've talked about this stuff that we need to go and check the descriptions. You know, there's some stuff. Yeah, also you mentioned there's some dots as well. Some dots above some of them, so... So these could be keys, right? So maybe we should take these letters. Now, do you take the deciphered or do you take the ciphered? Two different options there, right? You can take the deciphered and the ciphered. It's going to give you something. The dots on top stand for that, right? Okay, but I don't think that will mean anything, right? No, not on its own. But is that deciphered or unciphered? See, maybe what we need to do is look at this and say, okay, look, this is... So the first one is the middle of the third word, right? Middle of the third word is O. All right, so maybe the first one is actually O. Dot spell coming soon, but it's scrambled. There we go. Yeah, so there we go. So actually, if you work them out, it actually looks like that, which is coming soon, but it's scrambled up. Coming soon. So maybe we've got to wait for the next part. Oh, ooh, I'm excited. This is like a cliffhanger, right? This is a cliffhanger. There's a lot of content in here. There's a lot of missing pages. Now, do we have to go and find the missing pages, or are they going to... Interesting. There's a lot of stuff to unpack here. There's a lot of stuff to unpack. I think we need to take some time to go through all of this and to understand. We know right now that there's about 90 different recipes. We know that we're going to have... Okay, so we know we're going to have crafting crystals. So this is going to allow us to change the color of our pet. We know we're also going to have reagents. We also know that with reagents, we're going to have augments as well. We know that we need the reagents plus the augments to be able to make the item, but we're not going to get a guarantee of what item that will be. This is a big part of the game, but also there's a password here. What's this password for? And what are these numbers? This could be a date. There's a lot of stuff that's circled in the notebook, right? So we know that as we were scrolling through, we saw... What did we see? We saw page 18. Was there anything else that was circled? On page 18 that is circled, there's a password, right? So page 18 is circled, but there's a password on page 18. So maybe that's why it was circled, because there's a password on it. But what is this password for? I've got to read between the lines, remember? Black highlighted words as well, possible. Yeah, there's definitely possible stuff there. Oh, there's a lot to figure out. There's a lot to figure out. All right, well, we definitely know that we've got a lot of content. We know we've got a lot of stuff to look into. There's a lot to learn, actually. There's a lot to take in on its own. There's going to be... Right, so there's a website we need to visit. There's a website we need to visit, or there's a link that we need to go to that's going to be password protected. All right, I'm pretty sure of that. So we need to find... That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm assuming that this password is for a link that might have the missing pages of the book. Like, as if there wasn't enough stuff to learn, now you've got to do this as well. The whole message boils down to the dots, which spell coming soon. But what are dots? Where's your push-ups and squats button gone? It's been too long. Jake, I feel you. We'll bring them back next week. Just tuned in, need to get caught up to speed. Yeah, there's been a lot in this session, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to end the stream so that everyone can go back, catch up. We've done an hour and a half. I want people to go back, catch up, go through this. We'll come back on Monday. And on Monday, we will go through this. And we will figure this out, all right? We'll figure this out. So I will upload it. It's in Twitch, but I'll upload it to YouTube as well. So you've got a copy of it in YouTube, all right? We'll figure this out. So there's a lot of stuff to consider here. A lot of stuff to figure out. There are still habitats available. All of that stuff I'm going through. You need to go into the guild. Let me actually show you one last thing before we go. Let me show you one last thing. I've got something really cool I want to show you. But in order for me to do this, I need to... I need to just do something. I need to just go somewhere. So bear with me a second while I do this. Hold tight. All right. Check this out. Ready? I'm going to bring it over onto the screen. All right. You ready? Check this out. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. This is the Undisputed Noobs membership portal. This is the first time you're getting to see this. The first time you're getting to see this. You can see all of the games that are available. There's also the support section. So in the support, there's the FAQ that we're building out. There's the knowledge base that we're building out. So all of your support questions will be here. Also support tickets. You'll be able to go and deal with your support tickets all within here. All of the games that we've got. So at the moment, we're talking about Genopets. So here within Genopets, there'll be a section here. There'll be lots of different tabs with information and stuff around here. All of the games, everything will be here. These are you can select these games if you want to be, if you're interested in them. When you're actually involved and a member of a game, it will be here. So you'll have your games as well as other games. So all of that's there. We've then got up here, you'll have your profile page. So if I click on my profile page, this will upload all of my profile details. So you'll see my contact information, my crypto wallets, all of my details. Also, I've got some security settings here, some notification tabs, preferences, and things like that. So you're going to have all of this information as well. So there's a lot of stuff that's been built. And look, I've got a gift for you. Want a baby Genopet? Click on this link, and it will send you to your baby Genopet. Looking really good, right? Looking really good. So one of the other things I can do is I can come in as an administrator and I can check out all of the users that we've onboarded. All right, so we've got all of the users here. So we can see all of this information. I can see the information about me. I can see all the onboards, all of the controls and everything like that. So lots and lots of really, really, really cool stuff to play with that we're going to be able to work out later. We don't have this at the moment. It's not kind of live just yet, but it will be soon. We're still working on it. So give us some time. Give us some time. But how cool is that, right? Looks amazing. Looks so good. So we've got a lot of stuff going on there. So we'll be able to move a lot of stuff out of Discord. We'll be able to move a lot of stuff out of Google Sheets, put it into this members area, and you'll be able to deal with that. In terms of Honeyland, they have just announced they've got their land minting, which is coming. So land minting for Honeyland is coming soon. We've got that. And I'll find out some more information about that. I can also confirm I'm going to get access to play the game very soon. So I will be doing some streams with actual Honeyland gameplay very soon. So that's pretty cool. I'm your hero. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Can you check me, please? Waiting 3 weeks to get a habitat. There are still some people waiting. I will go through everything on Monday. So everybody will be sorted by Monday. I'm going to actually take the rest of today off. I want to spend some time with my family. It is the weekend. And so today and tomorrow, I'm traveling tomorrow. I'm away today. I wanted to do this stream to give you this information. When we come back on Monday, we will cover everything with Genopets. All right, so everything will be done. Everything will be sorted. As long as you've gone through the process, you'll be fine. We'll get everything sorted out. Steve, can I ask about the AK's Venari's account? Oh, if you were deactivated in Venari, by the way, just a quick brief. There was actually a message. So any of the alpha passes were deactivated by the game server. They need to be reactivated. I've already spoken to AK. We're going to get everything reactivated. You just need to go in and reactivate. We didn't do anything. You wasn't deactivated. You did nothing wrong. You wasn't deactivated for any reason other than it was a security thing on the game server. So you'll get it back. AK just needs to enable that. I've already sent him a message. So don't worry, we'll get that sorted. Axie, I'm going to do payments for Axie right now, so anyone that's in Axie will get that. And also we've got Origin to look at and sort out. Lots of stuff going on there. And I think that's it for the moment. A Million on Mars. We've got a lot of the buildings in Million on Mars have all been updated and changed. And so now you're in a position, if you're playing Million on Mars, you're now in a position, if you're in a settlement, there's a load of stuff that we're going to start giving away and doing now. We're going to start rewarding people. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff. And we'll do another chapter release on Million on Mars as well. We'll do that on Monday. Monday is going to be a really busy day. We're going to have a long stream on Monday. Long stream. So we're going to have a lot. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on here at the moment. So if you're in the settlement, go down to the settlement tab. Look for Noobs on Mars. We've just added some more habitats. So at the moment, there's a hard cap of 600 members. We can only have 600 members. So there's 172 spots left. 172 spots left. If you jump into the habitat and you're in the settlement, all right, I go to the settlers tab. There you go. Some more of you there. I'm going to approve you all now. Jump in, make sure you're in, because that's it. Once this is full at 600, we can't do any more. That's it. It's capped. And then what we're going to start doing is once we're full, we're going to start doing some giveaways, some prizes. I'm going to start giving away some land and some buildings. We're going to start tipping people. So we're going to start really looking after people. And at that point as well, once we hit 600, we're going to start evicting the people who are, like, if somebody has been in the settlement for like a month, and they haven't done anything, we're going to look to start replacing those people. There is no link to the settlement. You simply just go into the game. So you log into the game. You click on this icon at the bottom, which is the circle within a... It's like a little target. This brings up this logo, this icon here. Brings up the settlement screen. You scroll down to Noobs on Mars. You're looking for Noobs on Mars, and you click Join. Mine says check, but that's because I'm in a settlement. Yours will say Join. And that's it. Join the settlement. Go and join it. We've got loads of stuff we're going to give away. In fact, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to do a quick claim. Here we go. There we go. Yep, awarding work and consistency. Absolutely. So one of the things that we're going to start to do is once the guild gets to break even within this game, we're going to start putting a percentage of profits into a pot and sharing it amongst the top earners in the community. So we're going to start doing that. That's one of the things we're going to look at. And we're going to do that in every game. So once a game breaks even, like once the guild gets its initial investment back, we're going to start a revenue share system within that game. So it makes sense to be active in a game. The more games you're active in the guild, the more opportunities you'll have down the line. All right, we're going to be playing some Marvel Strike Force as well, and I need to work that out. So let's have a quick look just before we end this stream. Let's work out what we're going to do. We're going to do a giveaway. I've got Elden Ring. I can definitely play Elden Ring, but I just need to find a time to do that because I'm crazy busy right now. There's so much going on. All right, so what are they offering us here? They're offering us a total of stream at least 2 hours of more. Okay. Okay, so 4 hour stream. Yeah, 2 hours of the game. New players joined. Okay. So here are the bonuses, right? 180, 180, 180, 360, 360. So 10, 10, 10, 20, 20. All right, we can do that. We've got SFL War starting on Monday as well. Some crazy stuff going on there as well to talk about. So we need 20, 40, 50, 60. We need 70 people that are going to be able to join through my link. All right, and then we're going to be getting these bonuses. So what we're going to do with these bonuses, what we're going to do is, I think a fair split for this, okay, is 50% of this will go towards the staff wages, and 50% will go to the community. 0% of it will go to me. I will not take any of this. 50% will go to the staff for wages, and 50% will go back to the community. Can we agree? Does that feel fair? Let me run a quick poll. Oh, that is not how you run a poll. Okay. Is this a fair split? Yes or no? There we go. There's a poll there. Actually, that's a really bad poll. Let me just end that poll because that's ignore the poll. I did it wrong. Just ignore it. Ignore it. I did it wrong. I'm a noob. I'm such a noob. Poll is already active. How can I end poll? Poll ended successfully. Right. Okay. Let's try that again. All right. Here we go. New poll. There we go. What? I can't type that word in. Won't let me write that word. Really? I can't use that word? Wow. Okay. I'm not allowed to say the word noob in a poll. Apparently it's offensive. All right, there we go. There's a new poll. The settlement game. Oh, that's Million on Mars. Million on Mars. You can go there by simply going to bit.ly/noobs on Mars. Hold on. Let me send you this link. There we go. That's the link for Million on Mars. Jump on that and you'll be able to join in the settlement. No, I tried it. You can't do zeros either. Can't do zeros either. Can't do zeros. Can't do. Can only do a space. Can't do O and a 0. Doesn't work. Interesting. Okay, so 50-50 split. So that means that if here we have 1,260, nice. All right, well that's good. That means 630. So $630 to the community. All right. Now remember, the problem that we have here is we don't know the people. Oh, wow. Yes, it's fair, and yes, I'm a noob. Touche. Well played. Okay, so I'll give $630 back to the community. The only problem is, like, we had this challenge before. It doesn't tell me who the people are that sign up. So I can't reward the people who sign up. We will do what we did last time. All right, we'll do what we did last time. We will split it between the people that sign up. So if you sign up, we'll create a thread in Discord. You'll send your proof. We'll add you into a poll, and then that split will happen between those people. We'll do it that way. That seems like the fairest way to do it. What's the name of the guild? It is Undisputed Noobs. In fact, I was going to type it in there, but you can actually just go... you can go here. There we go. There's the website, undisputednoobs.com. All right, so we're going to play Marvel Strike Force. If 70 people join, we're going to get that bonus, and then we're going to be able to do that. You must start this campaign before September the 8th. We will begin tracking your progress towards your goals. You have 7 days to complete the campaign. Your spot is only guaranteed when you start the campaign. All right, let's do this. Start campaign. All right. Campaign is started. There we go. Campaign is in progress. We've started. We've done it. All right. So we're going to start that. We've got 7 days now. 7 days to complete this. All right. And the link is popping up. So we'll do that on Monday. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, the name of the guild is Undisputed Noobs. So we've covered everything we need to cover with Genopets. I'm going to upload this now to YouTube for you. Lots and lots of stuff to go through and consider. So the recipe book's within here. Just seeing if there's any links or anything Okay. I'm going to have a checker on this and look through it all. I'm going to spend some time over the weekend to go through this. But that's it. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Have a great weekend. I will be back on Monday. Lots to go through. Sunflower Land War, Genopets, we're going to decipher everything. Million on Mars, we'll do another chapter. We'll play the Marvel game. I just don't know where the time's going to go, but we'll figure it out. Lots to do. Have a great weekend, everyone. Speak to you soon. Cheers. Bye-bye.